In this video, we're taking a look at the new top 5 meta loadouts here in Black Ops 6 Season 4 Reloaded. I will be going over both 5 as well as gunfighter class setups. Let's get into it. And by the way, if you need help leveling up all your weapons but don't have enough time to play, Mitch Cactus has you covered. They offer services such as max leveling all of your weapons and even unlocking camo challenges all the way up to dark matter. So for cheap, reliable, and safe Black Ops 6 services, check out Mitch Cactus, and you can use my discount code EARS to save off your purchase. Link is at the top of the description. For class setup number 1, let's take a look at the XM4. Definitely one of the more consistent and one of the best assault rifles to use in the entire game. For the optic, we're going to keep it simple and run the Kepler Microflex. For the muzzle, we're going to be utilizing the regular suppressor, keeping us off the mini-map when firing. For the barrel, we are going to be rolling with the reinforced barrel, improving both damage range as well as bullet velocity. For the underbarrel, we're going to be rolling with the good old G-grip. This is a nice attachment, improving recoil stabilization, horizontal recoil control, and hip fire to ADS accuracy. For the magazine, on all assault rifles that we can go ahead and rock the extended mag 2 choice, we are going to do that, improving the capacity up to 60. Now, for the rear grip, on all assault rifle loadouts, I highly recommend putting on the commando grip. This is going to enhance this weapon's close range performance, but that improve aim down sight speed, jumping sprint to fire speed altogether, and jumping aim down sight speed. Now, for the stock, we are going to be rolling with the infiltrator stock, so we have the maximum aim walking movement speed. We can walk around aim down sight, ready to win each and every gunfight. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to be rolling with the recoil springs to completely smooth out that recoil pattern, giving us improved horizontal recoil control as well as vertical recoil control. Definitely a great attachment. This is going to be a nice 8 attachment XM4 loadout that's going to be offering us recoil control as well as damage. We have respectable sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and incredibly controllable recoil without using the compensator. And the best part about this loadout, we are going to be suppressed, so you can get behind their spawn, build up a quick and easy streak, and potentially drop your first nuke. Now, if you only want to use 5 attachments, I got you covered. What you are going to have to do is remove the extended mag 2 option. You are going to be removing the infiltrator stock as well as recoil springs. This is going to be a very basic XM4 loadout, but it is going to get the job done. Same great handling. Obviously, we're not going to have the fastest aim walking movement speed, but we are going to have controllable recoil. This is going to be a nice loadout to run if you want to utilize more perks or go ahead and use more streaks on your setup. You can actually dominate players at close range, medium range, and long ranges without worrying about a thing. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the C9, one of the more underrated submachine guns in multiplayer. I don't see that many people running it, but it's solid both in multiplayer as well as Warzone. For the optic, if you don't like the iron sights for whatever reason, feel free to rock the Kepler Microflex. For the muzzle, we are going to be rolling with the suppressor. For the barrel, we are going to be using the long barrel this time to have the maximum damage range, so we can get the fastest time to kill. For the underbarrel, I highly recommend putting on the G grip here. This is a nice attachment with that recoil control and also helping out with that hip fire to ADS accuracy. It's a good attachment to put on a submachine gun. For the magazine, we are going to be running the 10mm rounds, so we can bump up that damage range, bullet velocity, and overall damage. We can outgun other Jackal PDW as well as LC10 users without a problem. For the rear grip on all submachine gun loadouts, I highly recommend running the ergonomic grip. This is going to be fantastic, improving dive to fire speed, slide to fire speed, aim down sight speed, and jumping aim down sight speed. For the stock, we are 100% going to rock the infiltrator stock on the C9 as well for that aim walking movement speed. And for the fire mods, we are going to be using recoil springs to go ahead and bump up that recoil control to counteract the cons the 10mm ammo is going to give us. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment loadout, you are going to be very happy because the C9 is solid. We are going to be dealing with a submachine gun that does have a respectable sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and even though we are not running the compensator, we still have controllable recoil. It's one of the best SMGs to use in the entire game. I highly recommend going ahead and trying out this loadout. Now, if you don't want to run the 5+ attachment setup, what you can do is remove the Kepler Microflex. You're also going to remove the infiltrator stock as well as the recoil springs. This is still going to be a solid loadout because we are going to be prioritizing our accuracy and obviously damage here. We're going to have controllable recoil with the suppressor and overall a nice submachine gun you can use to get behind their spawn and build up a quick and easy streak. Definitely check this out. For class setup number 3, we're taking a look at the Kilo 141. This weapon received a buff and it's absolutely nasty. For the optic, we are going to be running with the Kepler Microflex. For the muzzle, we can utilize just the regular suppressor here. For the barrel, we are going to be running with the long barrel. For the underbarrel, you can either put on the Ranger foregrip or the G grip. Both are great options. If you do want to have that faster sprinting movement speed with additional recoil control, feel free to rock the Ranger foregrip, but for ease of use, I recommend using the G grip. For the magazine, extended mag 1 is going to be a great choice. It's going to give us an extended 50 rounds, which is amazing. For the rear grip, on all assault rifles, we are running the commando grip. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the infiltrator stock. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to be running rapid fire to bump up that fire rate, giving us even faster time to kill. The cons are all irrelevant because we went ahead and corrected that with some previous established attachments. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment Kilo 141, you are going to be very happy because we are going to be dealing with an assault rifle that has a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and we are still going to have controllable recoil with a loadout that realistically you wouldn't think would have controllable recoil. But again, it's the Kilo 141. Assault rifle is going to be amazing. Definitely check this one out. Now, if you only want to run 5 attachments, what you are going to have to do is remove the G grip. You're also going to remove the Kepler Microflex, and you're going to also remove the infiltrator stock. This is going to be a solid loadout here. It's going to have a little bit of recoil, but what we are going to be having is a setup that is going to still have great handling and a very, very fast time to kill. If you enjoy the iron sights and you can burst fire at longer ranges, this is going to be a build you're going to enjoy because you're going to be punishing players no matter where they are on the map. And I highly recommend going ahead and checking out this Kilo, especially after the buff here in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. For class setup number 4, we're taking a look at the KSV, one of the fastest killing submachine guns. For the optic, even though the iron sights are amazing, you can rock the Kepler Microflex or the V Reflex. Both are going to be great options. For the muzzle, we are going to be using the compensator to bump up vertical recoil control. This weapon does have a lot of it, so we have to run the compensator. For the barrel, we are going to be utilizing the reinforced barrel for that improved damage range and bullet velocity. Overall, a great attachment, giving us a very fast time to kill. For the underbarrel, we are going to be rolling with the Ranger foregrip. This is a run and gun submachine gun, so having that sprinting movement speed and horizontal recoil control is definitely a huge W. For the magazine, we're going to be rocking the extended mag 2 option, giving us a very healthy 50 rounds. For the rear grip on all submachine guns, the ergonomic grip is going to be a fantastic choice. Definitely recommend this. For the stock, we are going to be running the balance stock this time, which is overpowered on the KSV, improving strafing movement speed altogether, hip fire movement speed, and even more aim walking movement speed. And then for the fire mods, we are 100% going to be utilizing recoil springs to go ahead and help out with the recoil control. This is a nice 8 attachment loadout. I definitely think you should check it out. 8 honestly is going to be overkill, but we are going to have great handling as well as controllable recoil. This submachine gun does have a lot of recoil when built in correctly, and as you can see, we have one of the easiest to use SMGs in the entire game with a crazy fast TTK, so definitely give this a go. And if you don't want to run the 5+ attachment setup, you are going to have to remove the Kepler Microflex, the extended mag 2, as well as recoil springs. Definitely keep that balance stock on because that's going to make the KSV incredibly agile at close ranges. As you can see, we're still going to have great handling, and in all reality, the recoil control is still going to be there. This is one of the easier to use assault rifle / submachine gun hybrids because you can outgun assault rifle players, and as you can see, the iron sights are amazing. So definitely give the KSV a go if you're trying to destroy lobbies both in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. And finally, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at this CR56 AMAX. Overall, a solid, hard-hitting AR. You can either rock the Kepler Microflex or the V Reflex. Both are going to be great choices. Now, for the muzzle, we are going to be rolling with the suppressor. For the barrel, I do recommend putting on the long barrel so we can have the maximum damage range, giving us a crazy fast time to kill. For the underbarrel, you are going to be running the G grip. This is a nice attachment on the AMAX. For the magazine, I do recommend putting on the extended mag 1 option, giving us 45 rounds. For the rear grip on all assault rifle setups, we are going to be utilizing the commando grip, just going to enhance this weapon's close and medium range performance. For the stock, I do recommend putting on the infiltrator stock to bump up that aim walking speed. Definitely a great attachment here. So you can walk around, aim down sight, ready to win each and every gunfight. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to be rolling with recoil springs to take advantage of more horizontal recoil control and vertical recoil control. This is going to be a great 8 attachment loadout because the CR56 AMAX is going to be putting in some serious work. We have a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and we are going to be dealing with an assault rifle that can seriously go ahead and outgun enemies no matter where they are on the map. The nice thing about the AMAX is it does have high damage, so we can get those 3-shot kills and really go ahead and destroy enemies. And if you don't want to run the 5+ attachment loadout, what you can go ahead and do is swap out the suppressor. For the compensators, we can have additional vertical as well as recoil stabilization. Overall, a nice attachment. You are going to remove the extended mag 1, and you're also going to remove the infiltrator stock with the recoil springs. This is going to be a very basic loadout, but it is going to be putting in work because we are still going to have that accuracy, and obviously this weapon is still going to be doing some good damage, hitting those 3 shots to the head. Overall, one of the best assault rifles to use in the entire game. These are going to be the top 5 meta loadouts to use here in Black Ops 6 if you're looking to mix up the meta. For the rest of all of my loadouts, I always go ahead and rock the Strider .22 with the 3-round burst mod. This is a great secondary to run just in case you run out of ammo. You could always fall back on this. I do recommend putting on the knife, and we are going to be using the stem shot, the blast trap, the assault pack, and I highly recommend putting on flak jacket, dispatcher, bankroll, as well as gunfighter if you are running 5+ attachments. But if you don't want to run 5+ attachments, feel free to go ahead and put on perk greed. There are a number of great options here. Slipstream, Hunter's Instinct, you can put on Scavenger, you can put on Ghost, you can put on Shadow. But if you do go ahead and run a Shadow style perk, which is going to be allowing you to, run the Strategist ability, you are going to have access to the Strategist ability, which is going to be giving you more score and playing the objective, which means more kills per game because you're going to be getting more streaks, and that can also lead to more nukes. So definitely go ahead and keep that in mind. But let's just say running additional perks isn't really your thing. I definitely recommend putting on High Roller. That's what I run on 99% of my loadouts because it is truly overpowered. Because once you go ahead and put on High Roller, you can have access to running the UAV. You can also put on the Grim Reaper as well as the War Machine with High Roller and the Harp. Because the War Machine and the Grim Reaper count toward the nuke, let's say you already have 10 kills. If you get 10 kills in your Grim Reaper and then another 10 kills with the War Machine, guess what? You drop your nuke. Overall, a fantastic combo. I think a lot of people are definitely sleeping on. You're going to be going crazy with this 110%. These are going to be some loadouts you should check out right now. If you guys enjoy, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. Been your boy Ears. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.